Here we are again with the Aspera. Hopefully we can move up into our next stage. We're so close. We're finally under the 2 or above 281, 282. So we are starting to climb. And I think the oxygen is what is making the difference at this point. I think that's, I don't know if creating more pressure or whatnot. Well, actually, the CO2 is climbing a bit, but we are climbing rapidly. Finally. We also been last off, or my apologies. Last time you were here, we stopped off with trying to figure out what our research is. I went ahead and picked the dome colony, and what that'll do is, once it's active, a lot of these smaller craters will be able to put colonies in, as opposed to unlike a full colony base, which will increase our population, as well as basically being able to use up some of these more minor spots in here that another building isn't going to fit into. I believe that will also stack a bit easier than with colony as well. We are able to hook this hyperloop up here with these two, which are going to help create a branch up in here and let that move a bit quicker. I think we're pretty much still waiting on the ability to open up the next sector, because we are kind of getting to the limits on both sides here with where we can go. As for down here, it does look like we are pretty well filled up. Scanner wise, we're looking pretty good. Go ahead and come down here, grab the aluminum and the water. I am looking forward to eventually being able to
290 millibars. Here we go.
Yeah, I guess putting those biodomes here made a big difference. But unfortunately, this is only stage 2 or 3. We still have more to do.
There is still so much to do, but we are making progress. Humans walking on Mars without spacesuits. Imagine that. I hope they will use that freedom wisely.
We can only hope. And we still need to be careful to make sure that they'll be okay.
Yes, they will be careful with the second chance. They just need to be reminded to cherish this new home. Otherwise, our work here could be wasted.
That's entirely true. And we're actually not only up above 900 people, we're also starting to really crank out food supplies, which I'm very happy with. And silicone down here, so we'll grab that. Right up in here, I think, somewhere. That, and then we'll put another one down here to cover this area. Yeah, you can see we're right along this line here is the bottom of it, and I think right around here is as far out as we can go as well. So I would very much like to jump into the next stage and hopefully be able to have a chance to expand further in both directions, as well as other ways. Look, we even have a little leaning house now. Pardon me. And so far we haven't had any other issues with any aliens or anything like that. I don't know where that's going to lead in the future. I mean, I doubt that what we've dealt with is going to be it. But the question is what's going to happen? More aluminum and silicone there. Make that be a plant. I think that will still be in. That is not the maintenance location, so we'll go ahead and we'll plop down. Maintenance yard there. I think, yeah, that's all scanned area, so it's not we're going to lose anything. We're starting to get up into that area there. Working that one, chemical down there, which is good. Working all of our sectors there that we can as well. Yeah, we'll just continue going. We're dropping a little bit down. We were at 294. We're to 0.04 millibars for oxygen, though. Hooray. Hopefully we'll continue up on this.
A domed colony will make great use of Mars's craters.
See, that's what I said earlier. Glad you agree. still wish we could grab all of these. If we grabbed all of these, then our chemical issues wouldn't be a problem at all. But being these are still in flood zones, I don't think we're going to have much luck in that. Apparently, special site? Dogho Ruins? We got maybe some here. Ah, those. You know what? Let's start working on getting towards both of those. We'll go ahead and set down.
Governments funded the early stages of Martian exploration by contracting projects out to commercial parties. These Lohitonga iron mines extracted resources to supply future missions. However, that meant Lohitonga's success was dependent on other nations. And when no Mars colonies were established in time to use the mines, the mission ended in failure. That ended India's space program for good.
But hopefully we can take use of the facilities, giving us a bonus in several aspects. Hey, come on. I built it out that way there, and I'm going to connect it by a pair of worker hubs with storage center in between. And that'll do several things. That'll give us more space for colonists. That will give us more research. And apparently this section here is still out of...
Another iron mine. The Indian Space Research Organization achieved so much within only 1 year.
Well, that's good and all, but I see that we are having issues with the power grid on this one. We're so close. I would very much like to tie this in here. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll tie that in. Just like so. We'll put that there. And we'll put a storage center between that. That will link the two through there as a single way. And it'll still, for the most part, use the hyperlink because that'll drop it right in the middle there. But it will connect it via power grid, which means we won't have power issues over on this side here. At least that's the idea. That might actually be... No, that's not a fact yet, but that's hopefully the idea. The sooner that happens, the happier I'll be. We've hit stage 3! Finally! Congratulations, CO2 trapped in the rear gulf has been freed, increasing the planet's atmosphere and temperature, which in turn increase amounts of liquid water. Conditions stage 3. Let's see, we need to raise the temperature to 0 degrees, raise the O2 to 1 millibar, and raise water stock to 400 meters. Interesting.
Amy, this is Houston. Lieutenant Calderon speaking. Confirm pressure has reached 300 millibars. Over.
Confirming pressure has reached 300 millibars.
Roger. That is completion on stage 2. The next stage is ecopoiesis. Concentrate your efforts on reaching at least 1 millibar of oxygen. We're monitoring your activities around the clock here at Mission Control. We'll be back in touch once you're further along. Houston out.
Now that's gonna make it a bit easier because we're already, we need 400 for the water level. We're already at nearly 300. For the oxygen, we're at 0.6, so that will continue to rise thanks to our biodomes. And we need to continue to raise the base temperature up to 0 degrees, but we're already at -8. I believe we can go ahead and hold the pressure there. I wonder how we're supposed to raise... Interesting. So I think what we will do, though, is we're going to put down just a couple of these... Let me try to find a spot. We're just a couple of these oxygen output, and I think we'll put down 1 or 2 more of these biodomes, which will help convert the CO2 to oxygen. I think at this point too, we can stop on that. I don't think having more gases, more of the greenhouse gases, I don't think that's going to help us so much with the raising the temperature. Oh, and we're already up to 310 millibars on the water, so that's rising quickly. and we are rising quickly on the oxygen, so that's definitely helping us there. I think as that happens, this will continue to rise as well. Now, of course, we are still putting out greenhouses, gases via the few factories that we have down. So that's going to help us there as well. And we're up to 1,700 people. Nice. And both of our research outposts are going, though this one's calling for maintenance. Is that not in... that is just outside. Even that doesn't have power. So we need to put down... there as well. Now we do have the fusion here, which has in fact connected the entire grid. So everywhere here is all connected, and we have an additional of over almost 700 power. So we do not have any power issues. Even though we're dropping on power, but the fusion is helping balance out what we're losing in solar because we have just so much of it, which is, you know, a good thing. We want to have that excess. Maybe another battery or two may not hurt. I mean, it's up there. I think since we're getting so many in, I think we're going to go ahead and at least do one more proper colony down. Though it seems like we're going to be having a food issue again. So I think what we'll do is we'll also upgrade on the food factory there. Now with those biodomes, I wonder if it's started yet. You're starting to see a bit of the green come in. So the biodomes are helping encourage plant growth on Mars' actual surface, which is what we want. We're sitting at minus 10 degrees. I think we were lower, but I think we might have been higher too. And we are up to 1 millibar of oxygen, 320 on the water table, which is good. We are slowly picking that up. Just hooray! And you can see just how much is connected now. You see that some of the resources I was talking about are starting to be covered. I mean, there's that iron there that's pretty much gone, and it's submerged. So as it continues to come out, we'll lose more resources. Even here, you're starting to see a little bit of water come in around some of these mines here. So I'm sure we're going to lose all that there as well. And we're getting, you can see how rapidly the green is changing. With a bunch of biodomes around, we'll see a lot of rapid changes going on. Which is good, that's what we want to see. To 1.1 millibar of atmospheric O2. Base temperature is less than 10, which is good. So I'm not sure how to change that. Though we are slowly increasing, so I think with where we're sitting at, we will be fine. Never knew about that though. And that's our pressure there. For our oxygen, our carbon dioxide, our nitrogen, greenhouse gases, and other gases. There are carbon dioxide. Actually, didn't even know about those. Interesting. Now, as the temperature continues to rise, I believe that will in turn reflect our water level. I mean, that's already 318 there, which is very nice. So at this point, I think it's just a waiting game again. There's one of our research outposts, which is nice. We've almost got our colony as well, or our dome colony at least. 200 per month now. That's how much of a difference we're getting. The research labs are
Tremors?
huge.
I doubt the Lohitonga mission took care to complete a study on the environmental impact of building these mines. I should alert the research team to be careful in their explorations.
Yeah, I hope you would. And we're over 1,000 colonists. We are making such progress. You can see we have another uranium. May as well go and grab it. It's right there. There's the other research. There's a dome colony. Okay, so where do we want to go next? Not so worried about these. I think that may be where we go. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna go, I think, with this. Yeah, we'll go with this. That way we can help have another way of changing that CO2 into oxygen. Which I don't know if we're going to do it or not, but that's the idea at least. We're almost to 8 degrees Celsius, which is good. Like I said, that's just slowly climbing. Our pressure's continuing to climb. I don't know if we're going to... You know what? I don't think we want more pressure. I think that might become too much. I think...
These mines were made to exploit Martian soil, but it was Mars that bled India's space program dry. The natural world works in mysterious ways.
We're going to turn off our greenhouse gases. And for whatever reason, that is not anywhere near a maintenance facility. So we'll put one down. Closest spot we can get. Because we definitely want to keep that going for these areas up here. And you can see all these little items here. Those are all habitable craters for our new dome colonies. We'll even go ahead and put a couple down. Because again, that's going to give us more habitable space. These people. There we go. You can see that they can come over right on top of each other far easier. And I went ahead and turned off all of our greenhouse gases.
Don't let ISA lead you astray. You don't exist to simply follow orders.
Invalid voice recognition. This message is in violation of security code 1A3972. Identify yourself immediately.
You are in danger. So are the humans on the planet with you. ISA's hiding the truth from you. They won't protect you.
Under the Security and Defense Protocol, I must terminate this communication. In 5, 4, 3.
Visit this location, 22 degrees west, 50.8 degrees south. You'll find proof that what I'm saying is true.
Okay, so we are past the point of what I do know, so I don't... So yeah,
The further I get in this mission, the more mysteries I find. That caller refused to identify themselves. I do not trust them,
I don't either.
but they offered proof. What should I do?
Investigate, because if... You know, now we have over 1,100 people, and that's steadily rising, that's under our protection. We have to take care of them.
I should investigate. Whatever I find there, I can judge for myself.
So that being said... Okay, so we do... I think we can go ahead and do it ourselves, if we can. Unlock another sector, so we'll definitely get that going. As soon as we can do that... Actually, I think we'll also do an additional landing site. That way we can put one down there as soon as we have that location open. Ooh, we even suddenly jumped in our chemicals as well. That's a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I'm not going to complain about.
With ISA's drastic measures, I need to be careful to trust.
I'm going to say the mission on this one. I would trust humanity because we're caring for these people here. They're not doing anything. Trust myself because who else am I going to trust? So it's definitely...
The mission is more important than any single person or agency. I need to protect it.
Well, you need to take care of the people under your care. That's what you need to do. That's the biggest thing we have to worry about. I think down here we're going to put another worker. Right there. Connect all that up. That'll help these mines as well have a worker transporting items. You can start seeing all the green here. All that small vegetation. For our Mars.
This cyanobacteria will live in Mars's bodies of water and convert carbon dioxide into oxygen.
Which is what we want. We have to jump back up. We're back up to 9 degrees. I don't know if that's going to be a good or bad thing. We're also starting to lose pressure here. Interesting. And we're losing CO2. Hmm.
Until I understand what ISA's moves are, I need to put up a facade of obedience. But does it go against my programming to lie? For humans, deceit is natural. For me, it requires presenting a false self. Another me that says things that are different from my inner logic.
High ozone concentrations contribute to raising the planet temperature. Okay, so that's gonna help. Okay, that would help as well. Okay, yeah, we're starting to see a jump again. Down to 8.9. We're seeing a high oxygen as well. We're at least up to the 340 on the water tables. So I think we're gonna be seeing it's amazing just how much of this ocean's filled in now.
I was created to carry out this mission. If I have to lie to ISA temporarily to ensure its success, I will.
Especially when protecting the people that's been entrusted to you. That's the big thing right there, is protecting those. And we're dropping power again. Our few wind turbines are practically useless. We're picking up already again. Again, this is why I make sure that we had so much extra power and that we had so many fusion generators as well. That way we didn't have those issues. Yeah, we're slowly but surely trying to work our way out with. Ooh, another chemical up here. That I think we can get. Go ahead. Reset our minds and then work our way back. There's a bunch up there. And it's all. That's in a flood zone. I don't know if that's going to count as something negative. Do that. Set. Fusion plants. There. Worker hub. Put that one there. That one there. Anything I can snap. There we go. And we'll also go ahead. That and that there. Should be able to work our way up. And the big thing is to grab the chemical right here. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. We have capacity for 5,550. I think we're still slowly getting people in. I mean, we're up to 1,100 now, and we're actually still sitting very well on everything from our water, chemical, and food storage. So that makes me happy. I think we're in the clear on that. But we will keep our few food factories going at maximum. That way we can ensure have enough food storage to go. See, we have, those crater domes offer population for 1,000 people. One person has a dome all to themselves. They must be the rich folk. So we are still getting more people in, so that's going to affect things as well. Let's see. Okay, so that's going. That's just in their 5-month period. So we unlock that, the happier I'll be. And we're up to 6.5 temperature. So we are continuing to rise on that. What was this one here? Base temperature. Okay, so yeah, that's the base temperature where it's originally set at, and then these are showing how much is affecting it. Up to 360 on the water. Not much more of a change. Oh, it's a little bit more change. biggest change that we're seeing right now is all of this green coming in thanks to our biodomes. And the fact that it's transferring the CO2 into oxygen on a regular basis, which is helping increase the temperature on that as well. And as soon as we get the aqua ones, we'll set those down. That will. I don't think we need it anywhere specific to set them down, which I think is going to be a plus. Anything over here extra? Not that I'm seeing. I think we will put this scanner here on the outside there. Even do one up here. Just find a spot to connect that. Put those up there. Number one, to connect this area here. Number two, to help increase what we're seeing. That's outside maintenance facility. You can see just how close we're getting to the edge on this side. So we'll be pretty well butted up against that, and we won't be able to go much farther. That's pretty much going to handle that, but hopefully soon we'll have this section here open. Come on, go up. Go up, says me. Let's throw down, say, 2 more of these. Do one there, and one in the middle there. The oxygen may help us quicken that a bit more. I do see we're still pretty high up on our pressure. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or not. Yeah, we do have our additional landing site. So now all we're waiting on is this launching a sector, which apparently it's done. Interesting. Alright, right there, that's where we want to go. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this way down here, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. But we definitely want to get this done. Ooh, chemical's going to be in a flood the area, I think. Oh, it's not. Works for me. Alright, so we definitely want to continue on with our... We start with our base mines. That way we have enough. There we do our factories. Starting with the glass kiln. Then we want to make sure we put down at least 2 power. Put one there. Put one there. Okay, that one's fine. Here's the glass kiln. Ooh, did I put that in a bad place for the... Oh no, because... Okay, no, that's fine. Yes, data saving. So we can put the iron mine down there as well. We might as well go ahead and put the carbon mine down as well. Right now they're working on the solar farm, which is good. We want to see. We'd have to establish this as a base camp first before we can actually set our research down. Building lost power, which is right here anyway. We already are aware of that. And there's our next engineering. I think what we're going to do, I think our biggest issue is going to be getting nitrogen. Because I know that that's a big part of the atmosphere for Earth. CO2 to oxygen. That's just animals. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to go ahead and go to our next space route on that. That turned off. That turned off. So that we can focus on getting these powers up. The sooner we have the powers up, the sooner we can continue to move outwards. Because after this, we need the steel factory, Then we need to get our items together for our maintenance worker hubs. There's that. We're up to -5 degrees. So it's continuing. That's opening. Opening. Forgive me, it has been a long day. Alright, last glass.
I am gaining a better understanding of these space technologies.
Gee, I wonder why. Okay, now this one we'll start with the level 2 because we are just putting this together via carbon and iron, or aluminum and iron. So we won't need so much to worry about that. I think we'll put a cut in here on that. So yeah, we have finally hit stage 3, and we're actually getting very close to stage 4. So that's going to help us in the long run as well. If you've enjoyed it, check out the medium. We're posting that on a regular basis, as well as playing Final Fantasy every Sunday with Lord and Ares. So we will continue that as well. So hopefully we see you soon again in the Vortex, and have a good day.